Hello there. Hi, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Cyborg,
And Bumblebee,
and today we're going to be talking about
our MCU chronological order watch through, or MCU watch through.
chronological.
And today we're going to be talking about Captain America, the First Avenger,
Yes.
and Captain Marvel.
All right. So, as she said, did you say your name?
Yes.
Okay, good. As she said, we're going to be talking about all the Marvel movies, not the TV shows, not the shorts,
For now,
because we haven't gotten into that. But
just
we
the
will hit it.
movies.
So, it will be well, from what we watched, it was very interesting
Mm-hmm.
because there was a lot of stuff that I just didn't pay attention to.
Kind of the stuff that I forgot about, or stuff that's like, oh, they were setting this up all the way from back then.
Yeah, like the first iteration of the Tesseract.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was only in the Avengers.
Avengers?
Yeah,
No.
no, all the way in Captain America. Now I'm pretty sure most people they have already seen, caught on to that way before I did, but it was interesting to see that because I forgot his name, the Red Skull. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
He had stole the Tesseract from, I guess, the Keepers or whoever they want to be called. I don't know. I don't remember.
Uh,
That's what I'm going to be
He had
calling
the
them.
Tesseract. That's all we know. We don't know. I don't think we know exactly where he got it from, but he got it from somewhere, someone, somehow,
Correct.
and he was using it as the basis of his whatever he was trying to come up with, build.
Weaponry of mass
Mhm.
destruction.
Mhm.
So, with that being said, let's get into it. Now, I'll be honest. I did not realize the whole thing with the Nazis,
Hydra.
Hydra, and Nazis. That he was under
I
that.
know. I'm
I
more.
didn't know.
Oh, you didn't. You didn't pick that up at
No,
all.
not the first time.
Ah. Okay.
It did not register
Mhm.
because I wasn't paying too much attention. But
Mhm.
watching it again, I'm like, oh,
Yep. It was the science division.
yeah, they're with them. Got
Mhm.
it. That makes so much more
Mhm.
sense.
Yep.
Cause it's like, why is Captain America saying he beat up Hitler? And then I realized, oh,
his
we're
little
in that time.
his little montage, and yep, that was the war that they were fighting.
Yep, I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I did.
It's been a long time since
It's
we've
been
seen this movie.
a very long time.
It's been a while.
Yep.
It's been a while.
So that caught me off guard a little bit. And what also made me think is in Hydra, how they salute. Now, I'm going to do this.
It's two hands, two
Yes.
arms.
And I'm like, oh,
It's very similar
yeah, we're
to
not going
something
to talk
else.
more about that part, but it was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, no.
Yeah,
so,
Hydra bad.
so yeah, that was something that I realized, and it was like just opening my eyes to that. And and then there was like I said, the first iteration of the Tesseract.
This is the our this movie is our first introduction to the Tesseract,
Correct.
and the earliest that we know of its whereabouts in the timeline.
Right.
So Captain America, the first Avenger, is it 1940s? I could be wrong.
I believe so. Whenever
I believe it's
that
1940s.
actual war happened,
I think it's 1940s.
I believe so.
So World War II.
Correct. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Moving on from there, there's also like the whole spy network. Is it spy network?
Agents of Shield.
No, not that. It's more so of Hydra.
Oh yes, the Hydra having infiltrated like everywhere and everything,
Yeah,
and yeah, Hydra
that was insane. Because I'm like,
cut off the head, and 3 more will replace it.
three more, two more, it don't matter.
Is it
They
3 or
just
2 that they say? I don't
they
remember.
say two, but
2. Yeah,
it don't
cut off
matter.
one head, 2 more will replace it, and they always have that cyanide tooth.
Yeah, that it would. That would words. That kept getting me because I'm like, to not be caught,
Mm-hmm.
they would rather
They would
take
rather
themselves
die.
out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dang,
This
you
is true.
better
Except for the one scientist.
true.
He was the only one that didn't uh delete himself.
They must really care about the cause
Mm-hmm.
to do that because it
And
ain't
that is a, because I know you haven't seen, well we see it in Avengers, but that is a recurring theme when it comes to Hydra. Even
it is
in like in the Agents of Shield show, in Avengers, it is, that is a recurring theme where they off themselves when they get caught,
right
and their little cut one head off and 2 more replace it. That's their little spiel.
now. While I don't really pay attention to it too much in Marvel movies and stuff, but I've seen my fair share of spy movies and stuff like that, so it's
Mm-hmm.
not new to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was just weird to see,
Yep.
you know?
Mm-hmm. It's little things like that. They're like, oh, this is, when you haven't seen a movie in a long time, you're like, oh, I remember this now.
Flashbacks. Yeah,
And like, oh, this is where, because this is really where a lot of things, like in terms of that, started.
oh yeah.
We got the introduction of Hydra,
Mm-hmm.
which carries on through until the Avengers movie. We got the introduction of the Tesseract,
Yep.
which carries on through to the Avengers and even beyond, because as we'll get to it when we start talking about Captain Marvel, we'll
Mm-hmm.
come back around to that.
And we got the introduction of the super soldier serum,
Yes.
which
Mm-hmm.
in its own right was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, if you watch the movie, you seen how small
He was.
Steven Rogers
Mm-hmm.
was. Like he was
Tiny
so
until he took that serum.
and then he was jacked. Like I mean,
Stronger, faster, a super soldier,
he
if you will.
became a man with a plan
Mm-hmm.
that he did not know.
And he's the only one that well, actually no, because I feel, well, I'd have to confirm, but Bucky has the super soldier serum too.
That
I'm
is
not
correct.
sure exactly where or when he gets it,
I think
because in this movie, like, the person, the scientist that created the serum got killed by Hydra,
yes,
and they don't have a way to replicate it per se. They have Captain America's blood though.
that's how they did it. Then
Mm-hmm.
that had to
And
be.
yeah, and well, I'm getting ahead of myself, but they probably did it from his blood. But
Right.
like, there's no way to do it the same way, or they have to use Steve Rogers' blood. They can't replicate the serum on its own. They would have to get his
Yeah,
blood.
they had to
Mm-hmm.
synthesize it from him.
Mm-hmm.
So, and moving forward, the technology, and more so on Hydra than our own.
This is true. Hydra had very advanced technology for the time compared to everybody else, even compared to Howard Stark.
Yeah.
Because if you remember his World Fair, if you his hover car
Malfunction.
didn't hover
I
for
mean,
very long.
I was gonna say it hovered for a few seconds and
And
then
then
it
the wheels
completely.
fell off and it kind of just crumbled. So,
It tried its best.
but they had whole submarines and built this machine to extract the power from the Tesseract and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the Hydra is very much
Advanced.
technologically advanced. Now, obviously, eventually, I don't know if they took the information from Hydra or if Howard Stark eventually just caught up. They did have that scientist though, so maybe he helped as well.
Possibly. And speaking of Mr. Stark, this is also the first iteration of two things.
Hmm.
Captain's shield.
Oh yes, this is the Captain America's shield
Mm-hmm.
is introduced in this movie. I mean, this is Captain America's first movie, so
Yes.
but this is where it is introduced and where we find out that that it's made out of vibranium.
And that's the first iteration of vibranium and the speaks of Wakanda. Even though he
Yes,
don't.
he did mention Wakanda,
Yeah.
and he said that this is all that they were able to get, or that this is all that they had was this one shield.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he knew that Wakanda had a whole bunch more or not,
I
but
highly doubt, and I don't think they would even remotely be able to get any more.
but the fact of the matter is, this is all that they had access to and all that they had, and they were able to make one shield.
And that became his signature thing.
We also, well, some other key players. We get introduced to Peggy Carter,
That is correct.
which comes into play later on, and she gets her own TV show as well in the MCU.
And she leads a lot of teams. But
Yes.
we're not going to get that far into it until we actually start watching the show.
Yes, we get introduced to Howard Stark, aka Tony Stark's father.
I got some words for that one.
In this movie. And I forget the general's name, but I feel like he comes. Maybe does he? Well, maybe not.
He's not, well,
I feel like he comes back into play somehow, some way.
I can't say how, but he's there.
But maybe not, because he was
He's not like Cap, so he wouldn't be like going
able
from
to
the past to the
live that
future.
long.
Yeah.
Not sure, but all in all, I enjoyed the rewatch.
Oh yeah, most definitely, because
It's definitely
all this was real good. Like,
and to think that that movie came out like what 20, well, maybe I'm exaggerating. I was gonna say 20 years ago, but that's it's not true. Maybe 15 years ago.
probably, but I would say
I
you're not
forget.
half off.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a minute since that movie came out.
Mm-hmm. It's been a while.
But that movie was pretty good. Now,
And like I said, it watching it now, you definitely, or like, and knowing, everything that happens, this movie sets up a lot.
that is correct.
Like the Tesseract. Oh, forgot to mention the Red Skull. This is the first introduction of the Red Skull as well.
Yep.
And we see him come back in later movies.
And speaking of the Red Skull, Steve Rogers was not the first super soldier.
This is true. Red Skull was the, I guess, trial run first iteration of that scientist trying to come up with a super soldier serum.
Mm-hmm.
And there were side effects.
Hence the Red Skull.
Mm-hmm. Side effects, but also I think the way that the scientist explained it is that the inner workings of the person kind of affect how the super soldier serum, looks like a tongue twister, the super soldier serum affects them. And obviously he
evil
had bad intentions in his heart,
so,
and that's what caused his side effects, or at least that's what is explained.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So he made his outsides look like his insides, basically.
Mm-hmm. And that's why when he chose Steve, he was very cautious in choosing someone with a kind heart.
Which I can understand.
Just so that didn't happen again.
Yep. We'll need Red Skull Part 2.
This is true.
Now, we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of this one. Red Skull, did he get vaporized or teleported? Now, I say he got vaporized. Miss Bumblebee here.
Well, I agree with you, but I was discussing it with some people in a Discord that I'm in, and they said that he got teleported.
I don't think so.
But point of the matter is, the Tesseract made him disappear. I don't know whether it made him disintegrate, disappear, teleport. He went away. And we don't see him again until, is it Endgame? Endgame.
Yeah, Endgame.
We don't see him again until Endgame. Is it? No.
Yeah, Endgame.
Okay, Endgame. When he's the
keeper of the Soul Stone.
Yes, the stone keeper. Am I?
I guess you want to call it that. You can.
I think like the official stone keeper.
Like I said,
of the Soul Stone.
I just know it was weird.
Mm-hmm. But this is where this is the last time we see him until that moment later on.
Yeah. So I think a lot of mess happened, and he's trying to redeem himself, but at the same time, he does not really see himself doing anything wrong.
Well, if I remember correctly, I feel like in Endgame, it was explained that his consequence for doing what he did is he has to be the soul, like the stone keeper. That was his consequence. The stones are pretty much keeping him captive, and this is his punishment, his penance for his actions.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I could be wrong, but that's what I remember, and from what I remember and understand.
You might be right.
We'll probably come back to that when we rewatch Endgame.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Because I want to know exactly what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
So, moving on from there. Let me see. Let me make sure I get everything out for Captain before we move on to what I wanted to say, but we might save that for the last bit of it, unless we want to do it for Endgame with the whole time travel thing.
Maybe save that, because that's kind of just well, I mean, it's speculation at this point, kind of, sort of. Go ahead.
All right, so I speculate with this one that, sorry, currently playing something and doing this. So, with Captain America, when he went back in time, yeah, we all know that he didn't go directly back to his own time. He went to another branch. Now, what I was saying is that he had to have known everything that was going on and lived through practically everything that could have gone wrong. So up until in Endgame, he knew all that stuff. Well, not the middle part where he was frozen.
Well, yeah, he knew up between the time he woke up in Endgame time, he lived through the events.
So, in my brain, how I thought about it, I'm like, what if he stayed with the whole Shield thing,
Agents of Shield?
Yeah, and he ended up being like the commander, the chief. What Nick Fury is today, he was there.
I mean, Nick Fury would have been there. Well, yeah.
He would have been on the lower totem. And Cap would have been the commander, the chief, in charge of it all. And he already knew what was going on, what was happening.
So he was able to clue them into things that were happening, and created a branch, and if you will.
Passed it down to Nick Fury, but still became an advisor.
Mm-hmm.
letting Nick know, hey, get that person, get that person. They're gods. I know
Mm-hmm.
this is crazy.
So we don't know what that branch, or he could have created a branch in the timeline where he was able to influence and kind of stop certain things from happening.
Yes. And now this goes a little bit further out because in I forget which one it could have been event. I know it's the animated series of Avengers, but I don't remember which one. But Old Man Cap is the leader of the moon base, which is Saber, until they got like their own ship and all that in
Mm-hmm.
space. So he could have gave Fury Shield and started creating Saber
Mm.
until Fury took over Saber and gave Shield to
Saber is well, yes. Go ahead.
same difference.
Mm-hmm.
Who did he give Shield to? Because it wasn't Coulson. It was the girl, the lady. I forgot her name.
Maria Hill.
If that was his second, then yes. Other than
Mm-hmm.
Coulson, because she ended up being the point of contact.
Yeah, I think I could be wrong with the name, but I know who you're talking about.
Okay, so yeah, and that's my thought process. Like he put in place so many. He had to have put in so much things
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that stuff did not happen.
Mm.
Now, he has to be a smart man to know that certain stuff has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like the attack on New York,
Mm-hmm.
that had to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Iron Man getting captured,
That kind of had to happen
that
for
had to
Iron
happen.
Man to become Iron Man.
Exactly. So
Peter had to get bitten by the spider.
yes. So certain things had to happen
Mm-hmm.
to keep it from breaking.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
So that's my little TED talk. That's my rant on that. I'll probably get more in depth in it once we go into Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
So look out for that one because the brain is cooking.
And to wrap up the Captain America, the first Avenger, at the very end of the movie, we see him get picked up, and he wakes up because he was frozen for so many years,
Yeah.
and he woke up in modern day, or well, modern day, whenever the movie came out, New York, Times Square, and Nick Fury is there. He's like, welcome.
Well, there was one warm welcome. I say that.
Uh-huh. And this is the start of Nick Fury putting well, let me rephrase.
It wasn't the
This is
start.
this was not the start because technically Iron Man came out before Captain America the First Avenger.
That is correct.
But this is him recruiting Steve onto the team.
Yes, he was the first, but he did not call it the Avengers yet.
Mm-hmm.
He was just
Well,
there.
no, but at
He
this
didn't,
time it was called the Avengers.
no, when he first started, he didn't call them the Avengers.
Well, they became the Avengers.
The show was, I'm not show. The movie was the Avengers, but Captain America, he was just a soldier.
Oh, okay, true.
So it didn't start with the Avengers yet.
Fair enough.
Now, moving on to the next Captain. Captain.
Marvel.
So Captain Marvel, to me, it was a little weird, but I still enjoyed it because
Mm-hmm.
she got her powers completely different. Now, I don't really remember the comic way of how she got her powers because I know she got it from Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if it was like some of Marvel's blood got into her system and that's how she got the powers.
I'd have to look that up.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people make the comparison of that transfer of power to the same as like the Green Lantern transfer of power kind of
I
thing.
would, yeah, I would agree.
I know that much, but I don't know the specifics, or I would have to look it up. But somehow, some way, Marvel's powers get transferred to her.
Yes. Now, in this one, in the movie, that did not happen.
Not exactly.
Not at all.
Marvel's invention caused her to have the powers, but
Yes.
not her directly.
No. So, how things happened in the movie was they were test pilots, correct?
Mm-hmm. She was a test. Well, yes, she was a test pilot.
And things didn't go as planned because she wanted Marvel was asking, oh, what is her name? Not Captain Marvel.
Monica? No, Maria. Maria Rambeau?
No. Captain Marvel.
Oh, Carol Danvers.
Thank you. So Marvel was asking Danvers or Vers,
Mm-hmm.
which is what they called her in the Kree,
Mm-hmm.
to take her to her not spaceship, her lab.
Mm-hmm.
Now, lab is in the sky. It's in space, orbit.
Mm-hmm.
At first, didn't know. Shoot, I didn't remember until I seen it. I'm like, oh,
It's hidden.
that's how they did it.
And it's orbiting Earth.
So, the Kree, who Marvel was with, came to try to steal her technology. And mind you, her technology was the creation of, I believe, light speed.
So,
Well, probably not the creation.
so her invention, or whether that's what they were saying in the movie the whole time, was that it was a light speed engine, which I think it might have been,
Or
but
the beginnings of it,
but
I would say.
the how did they explain it?
How do they explain what?
The machine that she was trying to get up there was the power source.
Yeah.
Or no.
Well,
No,
the power source up there.
The device that she was trying to get up there was the engine,
Yeah.
and she was trying to get it up there because the power source was up there already, which we find out later that the power source is the Tesseract.
Yeah. And that was trippy. Now, remember when we said we were going to talk about the Tesseract being in Captain Marvel?
So, I find it interesting that we watch these, well, like chronologically, these two movies happened, or like are the first two movies in the MCU.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that both of them involve the Tesseract. And if watching these two movies, I've kind of put together I call it the timeline of the Tesseract.
Yes.
So, the first instance of the Tesseract is Hydra having it. And then from Hydra, Howard Stark picks it up when it falls out the sky after it was on the ship with Captain America, that he had to try to land and end up crashing, and then they couldn't find him. But it fell out the plane beforehand.
Yep.
And they were able to fish it out, and Howard had it. And if you watched Captain America, there was wording and that said Pegasus on his stuff. Then when we watch Captain Marvel, we find out that Captain Marvel and that whole test pilot situation with Marvel and everything, that was Project Pegasus.
Yep.
So it went from Hydra to Howard Stark to Project Pegasus, which is how Captain Marvel found it. And then in the process of the Captain Marvel movie, Captain Marvel has it and then passes it to Nick Fury and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
And that's how S.H.I.E.L.D. had it, and also how Loki got it in Avengers.
But yeah.
We're getting ahead of ourselves on that one, but you see where we're going.
So I find it interesting that these two movies both dealt with the Tesseract, and it kind of gives us a timeline of how the Tesseract got to where it got to by the time Avengers happens.
Right. Now, that's still funny. So, also, Captain Marvel, from what we've seen, was the first iteration of AI.
He's talking about the Supreme Intelligence.
AI. I'm calling it what it is. It's just AI with a lot more steps.
Also, which just occurred to me just now, in Captain Marvel, the Kree had put a little chip on her to limit her powers.
Yes.
And we just got done watching a certain movie
Oh gosh.
where there was also a chip.
So yeah, you're right, because that was a limiter, and in Brand New Day,
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
y'all should have already watched it. It's been out for a minute. I'm not going to spoil it, but
we'll probably do a video on Brand New Day at some point. But
there's a certain chip that is a power dampener. You should already know. It's already out. You should know about it. If you haven't known about it, what are you doing? Why are you still watching this video? Go. But yeah, as you were.
Now, they probably work two different ways because this one is Kree technology, and it was probably just limiting like the amount of power that she could put out or absorb. I feel like she absorbs certain like power from around her as well.
I don't think she absorbed powers.
But needless to say, it limits how much power she can put out when she's using her photon blast.
Yes, that
now,
I agree.
The one in Brand New Day has to do more with genetic stuff.
Genetic mutation.
Yeah. But I just thought about that just now.
So, this was the first iteration of the dampener. Wow, this was the first iteration of a dampener. Huh. Interesting.
Also, a great callback to Blockbuster and Radio Shack and all of those places in this movie.
Definitely.
From
that
the 90s.
Was funny.
80s, 90s, I think the movie took place I want to say she said it was 1992. I could be wrong though. Or 1995.
In between all that.
Somewhere in there. Blockbuster was still around.
Yes. So then
we also go
ahead.
It's not the first time we see Fury in the MCU, but this is the earliest version of Fury that we see in the MCU, and this is...
I was going to say, this is the first time we see Fury.
No, because we saw him in Captain America. But I said this is the earliest, time-wise. Because this is, that was more, I think, probably modern day, or whatever the movie came out. But this is, 1995, or whatever year it was, Fury. And this was pre the eye patch.
I was just about to say something about that. So, most of you should have already seen it and already know, but why Fury wears the eye patch is not why Fury wears the eye patch. He did not lose an eye to the Creed or anything of the sort. No. Worse.
The Flurkin got him. The Flurkin?
I believe it's Flurkin.
The Flurkin, aka the cat that's not a cat,
and
scratched him.
If you don't know, well, as you said, it's the cat.
And that's how Fury got his eye, or where's the eye patch?
Throughout this whole movie, she did not want to accept that it was a cat. I say it's a cat because it's a cat.
It's not a cat.
If it looks like a cat.
It looks like a cat, but it
sounds like a cat.
But it is not a cat.
So you mean all the cats here are Flurkins?
No.
That's what it sounds like.
Alien cats are Flurkins.
It sounds like
that is not a normal cat. That is not an Earth cat.
Define Earth cat. Because to me, all of them are evil.
I mean, they did find it on Earth, technically, if I remember correctly. But I mean, there was aliens in Kree and Skrulls on Earth too. So. Alien cat.
Yeah.
AKA a Flurkin. But yeah, that's how he got his situation. This is the first time we see Coulson as well.
Yeah.
Who plays a big role in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the Avengers movies and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show.
Yeah.
He is a very important part of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show.
This is very true. He does a lot. And this is also where he really showed out.
He kind of becomes Fury's right-hand man.
Yep.
Through this whole ordeal that they went through.
Because he did not turn Fury in when some mess was going down.
Yeah.
Even though he could have.
Mhm.
He
He's
really
like
could have.
he knew, he saw and was like, maybe I need to. And
He saw something in them that everybody didn't. Basically,
yeah,
he saw the
which
good.
I can respect,
Yep.
because that could have went a very much different way,
Oh
because
yeah.
the Fury's boss at the time was a Skrull. Although we find out later that the Skrulls aren't actually
They're
the
not the
bad
bad guys.
guys.
They're technically the good guys.
Yes, they just want a home.
Yeah.
They just want a new home. That's all.
They got their home taken.
That is all that they want.
And the reason why is because they did not want to bend the knee to the Creed.
Mm-hmm. So the Kree kind of took him out.
Yep, and they were trying to find them all, but they weren't getting anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Which we see more of this in the Marvels Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. We see more of the Kree versus Skrull. And actually we see more of this on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. too.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. There is Kree and Skrull stuff on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have to catch up and do my own deep dive into that because I haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm going to be watching Daredevil, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get on me. I know. I know. So, for me, if you want to catch up with me and watch that with me, I will go back and forth with you guys. I'll be putting out little screenshots of it all every now and then. And I'm probably going to start it today, actually.
Mm.
Now, today being uh, August 13th. This video will not come out the same day as
Probably not.
everything else. So, I will still be sending pictures and all that of me watching, and I'll be doing my little notes and everything to talk with you guys on my thoughts, feelings, and what I'm seeing. So I'll see you there for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This is also the first of us seeing Rambo.
Yes.
Jessica Rambo. Not Jessica.
Maria is the mom and Monica is the daughter.
Monica Rambo, not Jessica. Monica.
Yes. We will see them again in the Marvels. Well, we will see Monica as an adult.
Yes.
In the Marvels. And the mom briefly.
Very briefly. But
and then also in a different timeline version of mom as well.
I was just about to say. Very weird. But yes. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Also, this is at the very end we see Fury trying to come up with a name for his new protocol for these otherworldly threats that he's now aware of, because now he knows that aliens and Kree and Skrulls are a thing.
Mind you, he didn't believe it at first.
He did not, but then he saw and he was like, "Oh,
I have no choice but to believe this crap."
he said, "Oh, this is a green guy that made himself look like Coulson, but it wasn't Coulson. Yep. This is a problem."
So now he believes. And
he got the name from the name of one of Carol's planes. One of the planes said the event, like Avenger, on it. And that's how he came up with the Avengers protocol.
Yep, because it was going to be something else, and I didn't catch it at first, and I don't remember.
I don't know. Well, whatever it was, he erased it and put Avengers protocol.
And that was the best name possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything else to add?
I already did my little spiel of the following the Tesseract.
Yep.
The next two movies that we will be discussing is Iron Man and Iron Man 2. So if you're on us with this journey, watch those, and we'll be doing another video like this next week.
Yes. So be on the lookout for it. And we love you guys. Be safe, be strong, and be a true
believer.